instead of doing the actual hysterectomy operation. If you come back every 1 2 years.
Well, for my case, I didn't want to have any more children. And I didn't want to have to keep dealing with it and keep going back and having more operations.
Okay, in case of this right here, could you just have come back every 2 years and just have the fibroid removed?
Yes. Yeah, so it's just personal preference.
I think a lot depends, like with many things, a lot depends on what stage they're in.
Sure.
How big they are and so on. I mean, if you, this is, I'm going to mention Muhlenberg again, but this is one of the reasons why we need a good acute care hospital here in Plainfield. If anyone is having a menstrual period involving bleeding of 2 weeks or a month,
Well, I don't be getting in
I
phone
don't
calls anymore.
Don't even read.
You
know me. I'm not a phone person.
Now, we do still have the
Your phone-
emergency
you got your phone
department
turned
in
on?
Muhlenberg functioning and functioning very well. But it can't,
Nobody's phone.
they can't handle anything more.
Just
than
when you're on the air, though, right?
Exactly.
But any woman who's
That's
listening.
You said, well, nobody called me. I better answer this emergency, you know.
Yeah.
I understand.
Or more needs to seek immediate medical attention because she could be in a very, very dangerous position.
Most definitely. Yes, and one thing that I did notice is that when I was pregnant with my
I think that she got it going. Maybe she hasn't. Bob, cut the sound up.
You're listening to Harvest Radio, 1070 AM, WKMB Sterling, Plainfield.
Here we go.
It's time now for the Town Talker with Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson. Reverend Jackson is founding pastor of the Church of What's Happening Now, located in Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the Town Talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Oh, it's good coming to you. You know, this is the Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show. We got a whole lot to talk about today, and I just want to say that mature audience, please be advised that we just hope that you would cover the ears of the kids because we have many things to talk about that's dealing really with the mature community. I want to take a moment out today to salute a young lady. And be careful what you name your kids because they were a young lady in New York City. Her name was Destiny. And she fell out of a 7th-floor window in New York, I believe one of the housing projects over there.
Okay.
And she hit the ground. And the guy said he was walking and he heard this great noise. And then, she hit the ground and he said, stay down. And she got up after falling 7 stories.
Wow.
So her name is Destiny.
Amen.
And she's in one of the New York hospitals, and she got some bruises and everything and things, and it's gonna take some while for her to heal.
Yes.
But
Right.
he had to almost plead with her to stay down. The little young lady was getting up, and her name is Destiny.
All
so
right,
be
that's
careful.
right.
You see, Destiny is on a destiny.
All
Yes,
right.
love
And
the
I-
name.
And I just like to throw out to the community. We have a phone call coming in. We're gonna get to you 1 second. Just like to throw out to the community and to all the churches. I don't know the hospital that she's in New York City, but I'm sure if you check with Channel 7, eyewitnessnews.com or whatever, you can find a hospital. Please, in the name of God and in the name of ownership and belief that He will save you if He wants you to be saved.
All right.
The young lady fell out of 7th floor building and got up. I believe that God has told me that you're going to shower her with gifts. I believe that your church is going to make sure she got enough clothes for autumn, which is fall, all the way into next summer. I believe that she should have a computer, that someone should reach out. No, this is serious. Someone need to reach out. You understand me? Reach deep and let's just, pray with the young sister and pray with her family, because she fell 7 floors. 7 floors and got up. Now, not many people get up like that, so I have to salute that. I'm not one to talk death. Struck death have to find me. I'm gonna fight the angel of death for a minute. Okay, we have a telephone call coming in. I believe that would be Memory on the line.
This is Pastor Vicky Vaughn.
Okay, this is Pastor. Is Memory there also?
I'm not sure if but they should be calling in right now.
Okay, and also Pastor Napoleon Lawson. I almost said, forgive me, France. I almost said Napoleon Bonaparte. I often think about the French history when I think of someone named Napoleon and everything. But again, this show here is really for a mature audience and everything. And I just like to throw this out to the church, because people have been Twittering me and Facebooking me on this right here, and plus talking to women about this show. The first thing they want to do is dig down into the crater of the Reverend Zachariah from the Church of What's Happening Now, and they want to say, Reverend, do you want to do this here yourself? So this audience, this right here is really dealing with for mature audience and everything, and so don't reflect the opinion of the Church of What's Happening Now, neither Harvest Radio, who we broadcast on.
Yes.
Pastor Vicky.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today? I got Memory on the line. Hold on. I don't know why she's calling this line. Yes, Memory, go ahead. You're calling the wrong line, Memory.
I'm on the phone. They have me on the phone.
Okay, you got to call 908-822-1515.
I called and that's where I'm on hold. They didn't put me through.
Okay. Just stay on hold and we get to you in a minute. Okay, Pastor Vicky, we were talking the other day about a man being married to more than one wife.
What do we call that?
What do they call it? I got the sisters with me.
It's called polygamy.
Polygamy.
Correct.
And you have a church where you're the senior pastor, is that correct?
Correct.
And Pastor Napoleon is Lawson is a pastor, a reverend at your church. Is that correct?
He is indeed.
Okay. And he's married to a few women.
Yes.
All right. And you in favor of that?
I am, and the reason why I say I am is because it is in line with God's word.
You say it's in line with God's word. But let me ask you this right here in terms of the sojourning of the people and everything. We want to get you on Facebook. I don't know that my computer get together yet. We're trying to get you. If you can, hit me on Zachariah Jackson Facebook, because we're trying to get energy in on this thing. You believe that a man can have more than one wife. And also we talked about concubines too, if you remember.
I believe the word of God. And you know what's interesting, and let me just share this with the people in the studio audience.
Yes.
And our listeners. I would like for people to understand this is something that God has put on my heart, I believe. We are a relational type ministry.
Yes.
And the reason why we talk about polygamy is because this is something that has never been brought up in the church or even discussed. We read in Scripture, particularly in the Old Testament, about the different men that God used. Abraham,
Yes.
King David, Solomon, they all had multiple wives.
But now, did Abraham actually have multiple wives, or it was his Sarah allowed him to go into his servant, which was Hagar? Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so he didn't actually have multiple wives.
He had a wife in Sarah as well as Hagar.
Hagar was not his wife.
Hagar
was the concubine.
Was the concubine.
Yeah,
Right,
was
but
the
she was the
slave,
maid
maid servant. Is that
Right.
correct?
Correct.
All right, so we.
She wasn't the actual wife. Now,
Okay, I want you to introduce yourself. Go ahead.
This is Elder Mary Thompson. Based on what you just said about Abraham, Sarah was his only wife. Hagar was not his wife. She was the maid servant. Now, after Sarah died, Abraham married again.
Did he actually marry?
Yes, he did. He did. He had a wife.
Yes.
That was after.
But he didn't marry Hagar, because Hagar
He did
went
not.
into the desert.
He
She
never
went into
married
the desert.
Hagar,
Yes.
and he only had one wife
Yes, one wife to one man.
to one man. Right.
Okay.
Now, my name is Elder Denise Clark, and according to Scripture, we understand that what is marriage? Marriage is one male and one female. That's one, a man and a woman, according to Genesis. And this is Old Testament. This is the beginning of marriage.
Yes.
And marriage comes behind creation, which God originated. He's the originator. What it is that, Pastor, what we have a tendency to do is an agreement or a contract is not a marriage. And many people are having contracts and not covenant marriages. A covenant is God who originated it. He's the one that ordains marriages. It's not us. And he originated it. We cannot set the standards and say that we are allowed to have more than one mate.
Okay. I hate to cut you short. You know we don't have much time. All right. We want to go to Memory on the telephone line. She's the wife of the pastor that's married. Memory? Okay. He's working to get Memory on the line. And we're trying to go to Memory. She's the pastor's wife.
Right.
And I mean the Reverend's wife, Reverend Napoleon Lawson. Mm-hmm. Okay, Memory?
Yes.
How you doing, Memory?
Great.
And God bless. Memory, you are married to Pastor Lawson, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you also told me that Pastor Lawson had 2 other wives.
Yes.
And that we also talked in depth also about, again, this right here, a conversation for a matured audience. We also talked about the lying in bed with more than one wife. You said that you would lie in bed with your husband and his other wife. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But you would not perform any kind of sexual act.
That's correct.
But if he went into another room and he was in the same house and he was performing sexual act and all kinds of noise was coming up, that wouldn't bother you either.
No.
Okay. So now, how are you doing and how long has the relationship been?
That's 2 questions. How have I been doing?
Yeah. How are you doing? I'm talking about in terms of the polygamy marriage thing that's in the heart and the mind of your church and also of your pastor, because this is what you teach in your church. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So
So how am I? I'm doing fine.
you're doing.
Yeah, I don't have any issues.
Mm-hmm. And you're happy.
Yes.
Okay. And so when your husband first came to you with that, what was your point? What was, how did you feel about that? That the fact that he wanted more than one wife? I know most men in this area can't even have more than one girlfriend when getting out frying pan out upside his head.
Well, I've known Napoleon probably for about 18 years.
Okay.
So we were friends before, and I wasn't the start of the polygamy, but I've known him and all of his wives throughout his polygamous relationship. So I came in. I'm the last one to come into them.
Okay. Now, so you were good even if he go get another wife. You're all right with that?
Another wife besides the wife that he has?
Yes.
Am I good if he go get another wife?
Are you okay with it? That's just a young term that they use. Are you good with it out here?
Right. I'm certain that he wouldn't go get a new wife.
Yes.
His wives, the 3 of us he's had for many years, on a minimum of 10 years. So he doesn't have a desire to go out and get a new wife.
Okay.
Or the energy or time.
Well, I as looking you up on Facebook, I saw you with many with some of his wives. In fact, 1 or 2 of you seem to be best friends, taking pictures and everything.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes.
Okay, Denise, you want to say anything?
Yes. Hi, my name is Elder Denise Clark. I also seen you. I could not put your name to your picture, but I wanted to know in lines to what's the purpose in him having more than one wife?
Like you said, we talked about covenant.
Yes.
The covenant with each one of us. So.
But the covenant is God. He's the covenant. He's the one that originated the covenant. So therefore, the person who establishes the covenant, you cannot break the covenant and begin to make your own rules to the covenant. What you have is an agreement, a contract. All of you women have come in an agreement. That is a contract. It's not a covenant. So therefore, I wanted to ask you one more question. Do you have a marriage certificate?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Okay.
So, and other women have marriage certificate also.
They absolutely don't.
Doctor, would you like to?
She said they don't.
They don't. But
I am married to him legally on paper.
okay, and they're married from ceremony.
They're married from, yes,
Ceremony in heartfelt.
exactly.
Okay, so I understand that right there. But that's still not don't mean they're not married, because I had a cousin many years ago that got married. He signed the certificate, George Washington, for whatever reason. That's what he signed. But we got doctor. Introduce yourself. We got a doctor going to be talking with you.
My name is Dr. Mona Millard.
Is he on hold?
I think Napoleon's on hold. We're gonna go to him after this question.
Okay.
My name is Dr. Mona Millard.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. In reference to the polygamy and having more than one wife, that is something that is totally out of the character of God. In the beginning, when when He created man, He allowed for there to be a system whereby there could be procreation of the earth. So that's when that type of thing was established, where man would have more than one woman and would procreate children.
Sure.
Basically, to procreate the earth. Now, we're in a situation where God has spoken and said that a man should have only